Mjolnir, the mighty hammer of Thor. You might be a Christian, you might be a Muslim, you might be a pagan, you might consider yourself a polytheist. Whatever the case, I welcome you to this channel, and today we're going to discuss why many heathens, many pagans, myself including, wears the hammer of the mighty Thor around its neck. Now, this video is going to start off with the stuff that's fairly obvious, and as the video progresses, I'm going to get more deeper and more profound in the subject. First reason is, of course, the hammer that I have around my neck and so many heathens wear. This one represents Thor and its strength and its power. And Thor, the god of thunder, or in Germanic Donar, is one of the most popular deities. He's the god of lightning, but he's also the epitome of a warrior. We always like warriors. And that lightning is of course the lightning in the sky, but it's also because he's so strong and he's so fast. If you've ever seen like a really strong and fast warrior, when he kicks and when they fight, it's like lightning, so fast and so powerful. In the olden days, this hammer was a symbol of protection. Why? Because, well, Thor has a father and a mother, of course, like all of us. His father is Odin, or Wodan, and his mother is Jord, which translates to earth. So out of a marriage between the earth and the god of wisdom came the god of thunder. So Thor is very connected to this planet. I always say, if you want to get on the good graces of the thunder god, you take care of the planet real nice. You clean up something, you know? You do good stuff for the environment. When you do that, I believe that there's part of him that smiles on you. And he's more likely to come to your aid when you call him. So Thor is very connected to the earth, because his mother is the earth itself. Now, I said in olden days, and this still is, for heathens and pagans around the world, protection. In olden days, when they used to drink the cup, and they were a bit afraid that there was poison in the cup, they just drew Mjolnir, Thor's hammer, the Moker van Donar, on the cup in their mind, so that the power of Thor would protect them just in case some people wanted to poison them. So it's a magical symbol. Thor has sworn an oath to be the protector of Midgard. So in drawing that symbol, you kind of draw on that power of the mighty thunderer. That was the most obvious explanation, but it's also to let the world know who we are and what we stand for. You know, it's easy to criticize, it's easy to, as they say in Britain, it's easy to take the piss out of someone. By the way, I work as a nurse, that's my day job, so sometimes I literally take the piss out of someone. On that side note, it's easy to criticize, it's easy to heckle. I do that myself. It's just easy just to piss over something, you know? It's common nowadays. What's not so common is saying, this is what I stand for. This is a symbol of what I believe in. And regardless of ridicule, because you're going to get some ridicule, you're going to say, this is what I stand for and I believe in. People are going to tell you, oh, you really think you're a Viking? Oh, you guys also do sex magic? You run around the woods naked? You think you're related to Ragnar Lodbrok? All that shit. Oh, you get your religion from Marvel movies? Not the same stuff. But wearing the hammer, that also means this is what I believe, this is what I stand for. And even if you ridicule me, I'm still going to stand by it. And I think that in today's world, that's very rare. I think that's very powerful. I'm certainly willing to do that. I mean, I'm being very honest and open on this channel. And I'm opening myself open to criticism as well as praise. The final reason why we wear this is a very profound reason. Odin was initiated. I start talking about Odin and the wind just comes in. He hung by the sacred world tree for 7 days and 7 nights without food and drink. Now you all know the story, but do you really know what it is? And do you really know what it means? It means he got initiated. This is a shamanic journey that is still practiced in some tribes and a lot of places around the world, where you spend a lot of time without food and drink to get a vision. Now, a lot of you think like, hey, yo, if you just want a vision, you know, you just do some ayahuasca, you take some mushrooms, and you get your vision. Well, there's evidence that even like in Viking times, you know, they had this tea and they had these mushrooms, and the chemical that worked wasn't psilocybin, it was different, but they also had hallucinogens. But in like really the old times, a lot of places and a lot of times, now you couldn't just order your vision off Amazon. You just couldn't just take a shortcut. You couldn't take the back door to heaven. I was taught once that if you want a true vision, it has to come out of your own bodily fluids. It has to come out of your own sweat, your own tears, and your own blood. This is the old ways, and I still believe that. That's what Odin did. And he was initiated. Do you see Odin in the stories going through trials and tribulations? No, not anymore. He just sits on his chair. He has trouble accepting his fate because he already knows his fate. But he transcends the troubles of normal day life. Now, how does that relate to Thor? The one whose hammer we wear. I'll tell you how. Because Thor hasn't been initiated yet. How can you tell? Thor has troubles. Those are his adventures. Those are his tales. You know, Loki's being a dick again. Somebody stole his hammer. He has to dress up like a woman. He has to battle a giant serpent while he just wants to fish. And by wearing this hammer, we show that we are humble, that we are like this thunderer in this regard, that we are also not initiated and we must go through trials and tribulations. So some people go like, it's arrogance. I don't think this hammer is arrogance. I think this hammer is humility. So on that closing note, I'd like to close the video. I think the next video will be my 1,000 subscriber giveaway, where I will give away some Dutch Pagans t-shirts. I will also give away this hammer that I have in my hand. And I will also a bit tell you the future of the channel and some other stuff. Thank you for watching. Thank you for following. Thank you for commenting. And I'll see you all next week.